Well, greetings everybody. Welcome back to yet another video. And in this video, doing something a little bit different. Um, I do not have a new device here, although I have a highly anticipated white 32 gig iPhone 3GS on its way from the UK that that should be running iOS 3 based off of the pictures. I'm hoping it's on iOS 3.0 or 3.0.1, but it's likely on 3.1.2. As long as it's legitimately running iOS 3, any version of iOS 3, I'll be happy. So that is a highly anticipated video I'll be making when I get it. But in this video, I have an iPhone 6 here in black or space gray. That I've had for several months, I believe since last October, because I took a picture. It was October 25th, I believe. So, and, but on iOS 8, 8.0, iPhone 6 black, 16 gig, iOS 8.0 or space gray, and really cool. Let me just confirm. It is a 16 gig 8.0. Very rare iOS 8.0. And what's very I'm addressing that it's a Japanese model that I got from Superbuy from a Chinese marketplace, and it has a free in front of the model here, which means it was actually a demo unit that got restored very early on, probably right at launch when the iPhone 6 launched, and which is really cool. And I did confirm, and it does say demo when I do a GSX check. So something, something pretty cool here as well. But I wanted to show off a video showing I was able to get some old apps and games on here natively because iOS 8. Oh, now I actually did take it off Wi-Fi because it kept on bringing up the accommodation fail note a vacation saying it's unable to be accommodated. Please call this number, yada yada yada, with SoftBank. So because obviously these old iPhones can't be accommodated anymore. So, and it doesn't even have a SIM card installed, so I don't even know why it's bringing up in the first place. But and also things got very laggy too because of the iOS 8 it's some weird bug, but that really slows it down. So pretty much what I did was I just went over to reset and I just hit reset all settings. So and I also got incredibly lucky because I got this iPhone 6 and an iPhone 6 Plus on iOS 8.0 last fall as well, because now I've been hearing that some A8 devices on iOS 8 and 9 also can't be accommodated. So, not all, but some I've heard. So, I got lucky that I was able to score these last fall before that issue arose in iOS 8 as well. But it originally arrived, obviously in all Chinese with some call logs from 2014 on there. But I just chose them to reset it and to make sure that I changed everything to English and everything. So it's like, all right. But pretty much just showing it off because I'm kind of taking advantage while the iOS 8 App Store and most systems serve this is they're still available as of right now because iOS 8 is the oldest iOS now to have a working App Store and most system services, because iOS 7 is now kaput, and then iOS 6 and below has been kaput for a couple of years now. So I just kind of took advantage, played around with this iPhone 6 on iOS 8 here, on iOS 8.0 in my collection, and I installed some old apps and games on it. My favorite being Geometry Dash Sub-Zero. Brings back memories to high school. This is my favorite level. I want to see if I can complete it. Knock them out. There we go. Oh, I crashed. But really cool stuff. So really cool stuff, and also Temple Run. Really cool stuff. So I pretty much downloaded some old apps and games that still are somewhat supported on iOS 8 to this day, as of May of 2026, the recording of this video, because who knows how much longer the App Store is going to last on iOS 8. So really have no idea. No one has any idea how, longer the App Store will be supported on iOS 8 or iOS 9 or iOS 10. So I've heard and have seen that there are issues on iOS 11 for whatever reason. So I'm taking advantage and kind of playing around and getting some old content on here natively while I still can, because who knows how much longer it will last in iOS 8. So so pretty much just wanted to show off that I have my iPhone 6 here on iOS 8.0 with some old apps and games on here. I might get some music on here. This is the pre-Apple Music era. So really cool. And it brings back memories to the 6th grade when the iPhone 6 and iOS 8 were the latest. As I remember going to the mall, the AT&T store, and seeing these iPhone 6s right on display in at the AT&T store in my local mall. So really cool. Back in 2014, 2015, brings back memories from early middle school, and just wanted to show this off. And the old Siri as well. Although, shoot, I did reset it. No, I guess that disables Siri automatically, which is weird. Enable Siri. Okay.
Siri not available.
Because I have it offline, that's why. But really cool, and the old app switcher, which was very nostalgic, and the only iteration of iOS where recent contacts were available, because that was not true in iOS 7 and iOS 9. It had it, but you had to go to Spotlight search and then search it from there. So, but really cool. It's very fun playing around with iOS 8. It also was the version that gave you a whole bunch of apps from Apple, like iBooks, Health, Passbook, that you couldn't remove. And that was also true in iOS 9, but in iOS 10 you could remove them. So delete them if you didn't want to. But really cool, and I just wanted to show off this iPhone 6 on iOS 8 and showing that I was able to get some apps that are still supported in iOS 8 to this day, while I still can, while the App Store is still, I have it offline right now, but it still works on my iOS 8, and kind of taking advantage while it lasts. So, but anyway, everybody, peace out. And I'll be back with another video very soon.